Good morning. So I've been wondering, what does a healthy, functioning democracy look like? I've never lived in one, never seen one. I mean, to me, it's kind of like a mermaid or a unicorn. It's this nice idea that I've never seen, and it sounds more like a fiction than reality to me. And during events or movements or causes or crises, whether it's like Black Lives Matter or the Trump presidency or Corona, I hear people say things like, oh, the system's broken, or it's in danger of being broken or ruined, or we need to do something before the system is broken. And I'm like, I have a hard time, that doesn't resonate with me. The analogy I use is a car. Like, I can get in my car and it might have tons of complicated systems that I have no idea how to fix or work or whatever, but I can tell when the car is running fine. When it drives me to A to B, I can totally tell and hear that everything's good. And then when something's wrong or broken, I can hear it or feel it or sense it. It doesn't drive the same. It makes a noise, lights come on, things happen. And so, but when it comes to democracy, I've never had the experience of a running system to know, have a baseline of this is how it's supposed to be. This is what working or fixed looks like. I've only seen the broken side. And so I'm extremely dubious that there's such a thing as a functional democracy. We've been trying it for over, thousands of years now, and we keep getting the same results. What was it, Einstein that said you can't fix the problem at the same level of thinking that created the problem? Well, we've been throwing democracy at problems for thousands of years. We had over 100 years of endless wars, and democracy was always the call to fix the problem, and it hasn't fixed it. We're still at each other's throats more than we ever have been. So it seems to me that it's time to try something else. If we really want to fix the problem, we got to listen to people like Einstein and change our thinking and start questioning the very system that's supposed to work for us, because it's not working. In my own tinkering and experimenting and designing, whether it's skateboards or bikes or camera setups or skateboards or whatever, I've eventually come up with something that was a total failure. The only solution was to give up on the design and try something else. And so that's what I'm hoping that we start the conversation of how can we try something else? Like, what would be a system that's proven or that can help us actually meet human needs and is designed to address human thriving instead of having more of a power structure of those at the top benefit at the expense of everyone else. And so that's my hope, that we can figure out a better way, or at least try a better way. Let's at least talk about it. Have an open conversation, free of censorship and free of trying to force a narrative down people's throats, as they say. So let's come together and start talking about this. How can we, if the goal is solving problems, how can we start talking about that? Solution oriented instead of blame and shame and that kind of thing. So thanks for watching.